Parliament for Akwetia constituency. Mrenimni Sansoso and Miaminia NST Akumi as the parliamentary candidate Akwetia constituency. Or also Atransi and Mreni Nako. Mreni na Eko Baba. Now come you.
I didn't notice him.
You didn't notice him, man. Oh, okay. Something I make say, or ni senior and in chair. Well, and many now, so I would want to be very fair to my panel members. 26 minutes after 9, 15 minutes, solid. No do ba. Na sorry so still on the infrastructure debate mepe say beye no mrenu honti mepe say beye no tew na afei
kumia ba haide na ono de oni makwetia enti ye be center wa kwetia so
ya kwetia tina
as a microcosm for the entire nation.
Okay.
Because there are inconsistencies, inaccuracies in the infrastructure statement MPP Demaya and about Miamaya.
Yes.
We cannot know everywhere. I know some constituencies are bringing their inconsistencies, but Akwetia, we have identified at least 4 major ones.
I see.
Inconsistencies in the statement. So that when I say it will be only you see, the first one.
15 minutes. Nothing.
Okay. 10, 5.
Okay. So, that's fine.
10 minutes.
That's fine.
What I'm saying is, the first one you identify, Boydria Chip Center. Boydria Chip Center. Omonim say, and MPP ne see, and this is CVA, your home be a moment starting Wejuma, and ye free. Mobile, and your ye and say, Modi wall, a befa dino. Oh, walk again. When ye is a meboa, walk again no much of so what must say, and no. And I don't know, it is about me because the city center of Bodia, it cannot be true. So, what must I say? That is 1. 2. Okobe a bit is there, events Takra, events Topramine. So much cheap center or a cocoa shed. Yen the tree light need be a cool.
Top chip center no a cocoa shed.
Old cocoa shed. Dining show.
Okay.
And so it was, of course, they could put it into good use. And they started that project number day. One mobile is true, some mobile. Dwaso refurbishing. Because near near bit me light to crack or any the call. To cut away cheap center on to a jitumua and a third one. Akwetia Bridge. Minyo committee would you say bridge no here? Ye Jihuska, ye who design, ye bibia ma contractor by site. Am ye kokati sort Makwetia in Sebi, o cha o join Edima Usubremu.
But also bridge man now come at him.
Akwetia, see Akwetia Bridge.
Okay.
Unimopa. If you could see a first no now fi kusi Bakwetia. A journey of just about 2-3 kilometers. No, Troko wine kede. The one way I before don't crona before board. 2 bedroom no more than 20 kilometers. Even though there was a short route, bridging into na esua brother honti ni intimintra. Inti eba NS de be a bay bridge. And yes, a bridge no. Make a home and ye tendering ye bibia. In fact, some of the discussion took place in my office. The Spanish ambassador came to my office. I was the chairman of the subcommittee.
I see.
The ambassador, the consular for Spanish embassy came to my office. And the ABBN, we the contractor call site. Or Claire who in the call Catison. And we try, we join Edima, a mamma when you told and my suabra. Abrim River. It is a knee for Fianto attend the freeze. Ye freeze on a mobile contractor as starting a more in a mobile stop for 1 year. Because I didn't know they were in 18 months. But for 1 year, no more stop on say.
Cost of that bridge, you know, na sense of
total cost no menkai the total cost because I check but I know say the base no more here no I bridge this that over 1 million euros. Over 1 million euros. Base and so that day na everybody you did that day no special so you see enti Mombana say we have built Goka say we have completed the Mpange but we have built a bridge across.
Let's say from scratch.
From scratch. Akwetia Kusuru bridge. Yejitu more and so what must
yes,
so these are some of the because Akwetia most 6 unit classroom block Akwetia line Akwetia line Yeni Akwetia line ni Akwetia. So and Amaukuma also and also brought have a lines of Kumase. Ain't it say mistakes are omunintum say a mistakes. And I'm a boy. Jitum say a mistakes. Na it made a message. Nano not me teaming your DC. Also mobile 32 projects. And I'm saying me bows on Kwambro 32. Me 42 bows. 15 mechanizer, stone one on the break it to stone. And now can you normal mechanized one? I know you're mechanized. Winner tomb, yet winner, and no quite 42. So I must say, and it is a 42 projects there, and they say it drops in our in a pan. And I'm a boy. Into your case is inconsistent or more. Inconsistency is a year you work with you. You identify I could just want to know if I trouble some in your mass amount for Baumia say on project on one district one district no almost is about 80% complete
1D 1F no
1D 1F no you're calling assassin and you told somebody so assassin also somebody so much video the betrayal up to now you respond and it's like that in several places and he said but me see and I am the same in your punk because I think that they were misled in some of the circumstances by the DC. It's fine, maybe the DC got it wrong, but you see when it becomes so many it is better for the government so about admit it. So I must say, but when you try to, because the ramen will be Asia, baby, no, because ABA me say, ABA waha, the idea question. Now, Adom FM, maybe Drana Mekase, Obika Sembi Wasemba. Even though your sister station, Nasem Pano Cano history, or Cano Adom TV, Uja and
David.
So, in terms of president, let me tell you. That is what we call the president, the first gentleman of the land. That is what we call the
vice president, the
second gentleman. So that is the level of perfection of our country. So when it comes to the presidency, mistakes and inaccuracies and whatever must be at the minimum level. So what must I mean? Because it should be zero because the NIPA. But precision is very important when it comes to these particular areas. In Tisamopa, in only one district, we can identify 3-4 mistakes. Now it's like that in all the most of the about over 100 districts. You have those problems. It cannot be said it is just a gloss over or a mistake. Then it is becoming your mark. It's becoming your mark, and that is why I'm not surprised. And so Google Who say because the biggest liar in this country is sadly is the vice president.
Okay, but Mejidi say what's the explanation from government circles? Say, for instance, what to say project be maybe I say na okasa asasere da ho the signboard the siswa. A lot is done before actual construction begins. The paperwork say nyema say ekoso ansa na adwuma nangasa ashase.
I have been in government, so I know it. For example, bridge no Mukawasem no. It took us 2 years to design it.
So then you agree, say?
No, I'm explaining.
Yes.
It took us 2 years to definitely. Designing and planning takes time. But you don't say 80% complete when it is only land and a sandboard on it. Is that 80%? So can I say, oh, we have acquired land as Abanka say, all compensation paid and work is to start. What is it? But how can I say the job is 80% complete? So these are some of the things we are saying. But you see, today, I am flabbergasted. So I must say, say, ne, Bahumia, Ubia or see or no person already the standard of governance in this country. He's celebrating toilets and bowls.
How?
Oh, yes. Meanwhile, the promises of me and it's Umbisi 8 hospitals, Umbisi 250 secondary schools. So, I say, linking railway from here to Paga. It is all in their manifesto. Those major transformational change, you know, and we are who, and then. One toilet na friend no NSD who toilet no I could tell toilet no message no na I want to bo so enim no
I want to chrome you know
fellow Ghanaians toilet no
oh edia
fellow Ghanaians
what they am
for friend dem dem yes na am for ka your friend fellow Ghanaians because then space in it no SOB space the one friend fellow Ghanaians toilet fellow Ghanaians toilet most of them 1 million one district so or not he or a parliamentary candidate so I know he has his facts some defini 7 no the whole district Baku yambaza Baku cost even 300,000 which is even on the high side 300,000 3721 that is the 210 1 million edu 1 million edu so on what you know I like him because he's a young man. We want to encourage people like this up.
Hitting hard.
I'm just stating facts. So say what Maumia said about Denchambo cannot represent the whole truth. So what must cannot represent the whole truth because up to now, you know, one can say brain one digit, one son brain eternal, brain sa. Any some more. Says oh, in the eternal. No comedy brain up to now. Ye started.
Oh, no, to better just on my amount of Casa de Ropa, and almost so many the Mundi Bruda, no more Yamunting.
No, it's a Bruda be oh, no, no, not the old eternal on the brand. Do you put ya eternal one of the brain and some one of the brain? And there's only a king. I walk a bear, you bit my day and wo factory. So at my year, crammer, in only I could open crammer, you won't get and give it maybe crammer cassia and Giaco Malaysia level. No, Nanka, that is the type of a level. You were a bet, you were couture, the best a couture in Ghana. You get it from Guabibrim and Danchambo. Uko Kumini area couture pa, a honey friend of Kutuono.
Anka war.
And think away no nagi baby nabia juice factory bi and ya baby nya oil factory bi na we na ye twemi na say wonim so wonim sense
ona bona usifam
mesia no wonim sense abani ni tutu ho and ye yin safim so na beno ewo ho mwentimi anye abene duane mwentimi anye ne factory man abene duane so yetimi de ye doormat ne carpet we my dormant new carpet factory at my end. So, man, I've been the one to one, almost in the man's summer. Yeni nkono musanyasa.
This is so simplistic. Honorable Vajama. And that's the
CJ. Anope, Maminchia Ghana for Naminchia Minia Penny, Nemia Missinia, Honorable Baba Jama. Na yenchia akwetia for ATA nyina enkenkane yenuanom MPP4 dane da mukoso tie party nechi ma ye party ni gina brane na sana honorable kind na say me madwun dem mpese me so much of akwetia centered and like he said and so on.
But he has yes, mentioned
I'll go into those specific project ones but in order not to make it in order not to make it say a debate on akwetia ho no I won't make it too much center but one or two things I think say or can be say me aminim say akwetia line any akwetia enti say ka say bibi sa ho no ma na che say enye no kre I think honorable Nimpefe say akwetia line is a typographical error because social bridge now okan one same no ya cho kusi akwetia bridge at akwetia line say
because black.
I need your bridge
6 unit classroom. Yeah.
Yes, and also they say so that's why I made sure say and yeah so it will tell you say a typo error because there's no kusi in Kumasi. So what I say there's no kusi akwetia in Kumasi. There's only a Akwetia line there. And it clearly, it shows a typographical error. And it say, would the no be focus. Now, just say, because on my type Akwetia line or no, not just say, and no crown, now say the project, and your truth, not just say, and ya dia yajituma e. They do also say in the project life cycle, no, yen united him say, we project in the go through to say, some kind design take 2 years. So it will take you a while for you to complete the project. Now, until Yenjin Tum said the Honorable Kano starte na breso. Na bridge ne starte na breso. Oh, what then? Say now make us so the engine Tum. I mean, yeah, until they agreed. The project started. Majatum said the financing of the project and everything started.
Fantastic.
The NDC time. But at the end of the day, many workers say, Senate project in a year, the execution and the completion, MPP are so and also Ajatum. Now, if there is any variation and any other expenses via a course during the project, it occurred this time. So accounting for projecting in your books are over recognizing as saying. So it's an expenditure that is an answer that occurred under this government. So what I say, and when you are giving an account, the Constitution requires of you say boom konta eche won call for what I say in line with probity and accountability. No, so catch won call for. Obetime yisa project na to nchen say assume simon e cost say for France nti ene no mi boom konta me mfa nkan wana untimi nyesa. It rightly so no say Yeri Mahmoud Baumia Boom Kunta no Budika MPP Amanyoko project no say this is a project that has been executed by the MPP government say ya it is not far from right. So what I say because Shasie and a complete a time until we wait me Boom Kunta say MPP by and ya BBC.
But we don't hear of that mention. Say okay, so this particular project started under NDC.
Go under the NDC regime. Your jet project started under Kufuor now. Koshomu Green Book in him. It's been accounted to Yeri Mahama say, oh no, yeah. And what are we talking about? It happens. Debia ebetnan eba car. Near catch us governance is a continuum. Yanka. Eba boni ana BBS. Oh, some mubeti mi ayenti na mobeje monye. It is when you come and you take over such a project. Na se we share na yewie na bibia pepe yo. Sana mekani in line with your duty as a government, you need to be accountable to the people. It's so boom kunta. Pepe yo ne no kremu no sanity bia no obeka ho asem say wo na wo ye and I say it was done. And I sana mekani project like every time I say sika krampa ye twa to wo say the be sa project no. By the time I hear project you know na exceed amount no. It is a sika na beto so no ubu akonta bebu akonta sen one fan ko esa project no it is a okase why ya na chese ne kwan so ano no What I say? They did say chip compound honorable
yes. Buedua chips compound, Topreman chips compound.
Also honorable kind two exceptions so more. Or say Buedua ye be try work keke
yes.
Oh, they are granted. Me and they be am person a between argument mu bebre as to whether it was there or it wasn't. Oh, they granted. It will be to war fan one. Obebu nkunta.
No, but not ye be say na honorable kano. Wa mu wie ana ye adwuma wo.
Not that I know of. I know they're not that I know of.
Buedua
yes.
chips compound.
Yeah. Oh, serious on the most.
But winim sa chips compound no.
Oh, I know that chip compound. Minim.
Since when?
Oh, I think about a year ago or 2 years ago. I think so.
What was the state?
And now I just say state amico who is at the completion stage. Sisiana or no can one sem no. What two exceptions say or mokono no my be. They mo walk again ye be trafa. That's what he's saying. And here's an honorable kind.
Is that the case? Sanity.
That is what I'm saying.
Oh, 10 minutes.
Oh no, just 1 minute. Just call. Oh, chip center no need. They see we no. A very old one no. I so be fig. So we finish and they start. They move. Make me to we mom fridge, small fridge. Me to fridge chair. When they moved into the new Egypt.
Okay, what
I'm saying is, oh dear, son, I make because I'm not privy to that fact. Once a bridge, no, make the minimum macache. But the meaning is, I buy way buy, and I yes, our project, and they are completely our project. Until there's any evidence contrary to that, a buying way rightly so boom kunta say ya ne kwan so ano no because now we saw two exceptions so mo say ya better war found near day.
Okay, on Topreman chips compound and also so what do you know about it?
What I know is I was built under this government. A buying way buying
the cocoa shed nimuno.
Me nim say cocoa shed on aboneka.
Ne old cocoa shed nimuno.
No, any old cocoa shed. Me, I know say it's rightly by the roadside or quite on your right hand side. By your cocoa shed. No, Sage Chrome is different.
I don't know that's on the roadside.
Even top of my you know.
Just to help you, on Sage Chrome, just on the road,
our right hand side.
It is on the rather than the left side at the cocoa shed. It's near the road, but at the cocoa shed.
No,
I am. No. Anyway. These are facts that can be considered.
Yeah. It's my point is all these projects are not by way aye. Na say honorable and Naru no na so see you. Yera Mahmoud Baumia Abedin Tro Nunti. Oh, see Gugu Nidia is the biggest. Debbie. Mo press conference amudi tuja mo se ma listed 26 projects. If more dream no more running through the project nya mususu say
41.
Oh, I feel they call 41.
41.
Yes, I'm in 26 now minimum.
Yeah.
No, 26.
Yeah, 26 I'm in
80. Yeah, this over 17,000 projects atuja. Na se mo say what na se mo yehwehwemu a ana mo de abetuja say emu 26. Mo face say any baby e warning no because of that and na say nipa na ento a. Wo say as a government, even kwa minima, what is a Yera Mahmoud Bamia interview 3 days ago, Ama Waja to say, oh, baby, a Kobani say mistaken. One more my emre, name for updated tracker because tracker is a continuous process and yet an event. And from time to time, it will be updated. Because they will just say more calling to the credibility, say, as a nunti on your credible. Just a fake and a more person more to tire papa no. Meanwhile, so he has discharged his duty honorably. Abra yedi infrastructure project we nya to jano. Yeto nsaka chere mo say, monso mon prepare mo de na mo fa metu simpie ni enfan compare. That is the conversation we want to have around the table, not name calling. But ene you hwe nya no ndisifo ya, omo fa mo de metu dwa. It's been all name calling. Because ye dia ye kan say among all these things, na yesan koso eye nyuma kese what's on abuti oka one district one factory and okache say ye ho kra there nanka omu propose say ethanol near the bro, then you quickly and diabolically came say ye na omo pese ye bonsa me was on abu ni say ethanol nche say ye nko bonsa o itano ye di ye niama bebre sanitizer ye nei ye dey people ye nsade ru ye nsadi akoniaba ni akonye itano it's honorable diabolically nitiro or say on pesa akweti afobo eso entisa na nienti a honorable suggestion o ma about oil palm company na emfa ne say okokwaya honorable nim which is just an adjacent constituency to Akwetia and Akede. There's a big oil palm company good, but I'm saying that in terms of proximity,
that's a private.
Yes,
okay.
but I'm saying that. I mean, what are we doing all this for? So what I say, me to onabunyan to boase mama time odeti.
O time no cry.
Kede is just adjacent Akwetia. In fact, we used to be together. So what I say, if you have such a company or a business there. Nasa buying so some be CB and Akwetia. I mean, you and I know say you're viable. What we are looking at viability and sustainability of the project. Internet say buying looking at an alternative business. And now ba say hon so fi kede kosi Akwetia na sa no no aka na abeni na dimu. Ntube krama kese o. So what alternative business can you generate out of this?
Okay.
Not just say it and on make sense. Okumeni o kan abene dominate o onum. If you okumeni aba be si mimikro mu wenchi ona bobedi adanse.
Madoka o mention ekutuo so.
Ekutuo dominate o your constituency ona bobeja. Yes. But at the end we are looking at resource availability. And in terms of the resource na abene dominate. And it's a person who investment now a sustainable investment. Now we say kutuna endorse on patemo.
Okay.
So what I say.
Okay.
It's another idea also honorable jitum.
Okay.
My last point me person making is say
from mommy.
Oh, me
last point now Mr. First from.
Okay. My last point I'm person you anom tia say MPP are buying in the midst of other social interventions. I say sikapudo so. Honorable Betnai, Sanken, this your man you call it to me say sikapudo social intervention be so crampa and kobebo din ediakanensem ediaka. No, but ye no bibia ya piano is in the midst of all these big interventions. Ya dia so Ghana for asiamo
okay. And let's say me that say honorable Adamo I'm running to enye sa
never can say
yeah sorry
oka be I work quite uso nim say uba yempotemu we aba ekutu ne diso ekutu nso doso pa and is a monye oil palm and it monye juice factory and sanambe well ekutu nso doso pa and it monye kutu juice factory and anga mon be see mineral diamond polishing company be home because diamonds and so these are issues we can look at. But meanwhile, you see, we don't want to poach each other too much today. This is a young man who is coming up. We need to encourage all of them. So what I want you to understand our question is so what kind in terms of infrastructure development you can attest to what we have done. In fact, Agote is a district because NDC made it the district. MPP became almost 61 districts. Akwetia was more than qualified, but we were not given. More than qualified. And Agote was Achemansa, any baby no more or meeting crowd or petroleum. They were not qualified, but they were given. It's all because Akwetia as a town, Memphis say, "Ebi come up." So what must say? But then this time, we were the first to be mentioned. Then Jambo first. So what must say? That is one. Two, you see, make up You see, there's a difference between I have done it and I have completed it. So what must say? So cast my or me buy my bridge waha. There's a one who shares a video. But how can me buy no my baby bridge waha? In a tree casa and
yes.
Project, what would you say?
In the project will come once a me. Who can say fire today? Yeah, green book crown and more green book, yeah, green book na better hotter. Adawa busy and now Mukra and Gatema interchange. Send a green book here, Dawa and Kamufai. For example, breathing out.
Honorable, you want to call for debate here, but what you say?
No, who they be saying? Breathe here, I can once me. So him say, oh, I could tell green book no. Because I could tell you, yeah. This
impressions.
no.
Now they are monsters and I'm with the shame.
Yeah, we shortcut in the BIA.
Oh, okay. So we cut the sword.
We cut the sword and you see, once the contract, when a contractor cannot cut sword, when the contractor is not on site, the contractor brought all his equipment and he's on site. What grade you in now? All be shade masin a cockati soda. Also on Saturday. Nothing on Saturday, Juma. What in equipment in now? Or in the machine, because we big greedy, baby, obey you in our greedy, hoy navy, and wash it in the cockati soda. Also, me a mini green book no. Ye mini green book no. I won't go to the champ. You say green book. So what must say? School see we chief centers see anyway na I didn't have my bodia there no am say all the book no launching no May. But bodia chief center in November. So what must say? A very crash program, about 6 months program of the year. So project no. So what must say? Our master project be number 4. That 12 unit classroom block now 6 now. It came after the green book into any green book. So what must say? There are things that didn't appear in the green book, but there are things that which was done. I have no problem. So Obabaka say, Mababe Dwaso, I have no problem. The first project in Nanado or commission or Ghana, a mini project. I'm here no sobe.
A project bank.
Library, community library. A opinion be a friend SKB Asante, or Fikrumo, or no Shasi, or Shiam Wokedi. Speech and prize giving day. And look at them, the Baba project in Gama started, but maybe it don't mean to me. Your assessment is at about 30% complete. Wow. We came and did a DB account because your mom's standby generator. So I must say, and in Yamabian account to make it a big community library. We did it. We be naka date the Kobiano. And a Fufian Twata. And come by a crankamoko crankamon to me who. Kamunga so honorable. A baby,
and bye.
Want to humble.
Honorable, that's it. And it's CJ. Yes, sorry.
I don't know when what I will be. I feel yet to know who no am. Oh no, but so you say, and on son or no, can it will be a private project.
No, that it was not a private project. After that, they said no. Get fund took over.
Okay, honorable Bato, I'm running to
but you see, coming to the same concern, honorable Kasanu Bisano question, we say about your jet project, about even University of Ghana project in Yadia. It was started even by President Mills. Yeah, Eurojet, but even University of Ghana started by Prof. Mills. But sending your more accounting. You dear Mati, young your jet project under President Kufuor. But in your green book, one can say it was completed by you've accounted it as a project Momaye. So I tell Tobo Mitchell like for like. So the same principle should work.
No, I read the rendition. Some of the rendition in the green book. This book have to be carrying it around.
Oh,
the rendition sometimes say that this project has been completed. You see, the moment you use the word completed, it means that you didn't start it.
Oh no, but there, family time. Let's go by the rendition. Even car crown green bookie. Omutimika say in Sanwem Asaman Kesi road. We are no more Samba Bechro, another road. Actually say Adesu Asaman Kesi road. No more Sanchro, if you are Suhum, as me a quite on bebre now, no money. So I tell this national I wouldn't say in some Asaman Kesi road and one accounting for others in some as I'm on a winner to us. Yeah, they don't come with them, Mamma. I to us. There are several things. There are several things. You see, one. Send a name, Ometimi, and who say, I was so Mutimi, Dia, that will be any sono. Modian, there are several, even the Green Book are Mutimi, Mobekasa, Mutimi to exception. So, where there you say artistic impressions, but apart from some artistic impression, where there, Niaka Nina air real. Nina, Chino, Momutimi calling into Oh no. T.
5 impressive.
But yet, and that's our book. Now to me, 2 exceptions say 5 projects. Artistic impressions are. So what you say? In a book that is supposed to account to us, say project are my. And then what you also say. There's been typographical error and I say mistake about a project in Muntino. Yeme Pagana for Chel.
Okay.
There. There's no way honorable can call Akwetia then say it's a mistake. They won't mean cast a chief compound. It's not a mistake. Granted, TT.
What was it typological mistake?
Yeah, I know that.
Mistake. Now, typology no cry any mistake.
But Momo je non-existent project.
And as your Kumi parliamentary candidate, Akwetia constituency MPP, honorable lawyer, Baba Jamal. Honorable. Sorry. But I mean, what's on me? Adom we are no Nsem Panel 3:30. Watching 3:30. We are Adom TV. The Big Bite with Amanda and friends. Watching me Adom. Wish you Amanda. The Big Bite. So na media aduane from Kubi. Tune into Adom TV 3:30. The Big Bite with Amanda and friends. Fantastic. One day.
Bra Machi. Bra, you be very fine. Teacher Mom. And Ross would you me Philip? Once we organic food.
Abba fresh. Come on.
Yeah, time we see Jesus, so yes, we have a call.
And the Jody Cassia 12 we are OPD. And the I don't work in happiness, but 12 so say man free. Say, oh my, come for Nsem Channel. A man counts Nsem Chenko for. Those who talk to you about others, talk to others about you. And then again, the price for greatness is responsibility. Have a lovely Thursday. Good morning.